Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. As you can already tell by the title of this video, we are going to be doing some side skirts for whatever car you own. No matter what car it is, you can do it the way that I'm about to do it right now. All you're going to need is about £25, maybe £30. But we'll keep it at the £25 because it's literally only cost me about £25 and a 6p and a 6p, £25 and 6p, but you might want to include the cost of self tappers or something, which I've got here, but you might want to include that price. So yeah, nonetheless, I'm going to show you what we've got and we'll get into the video. Alright, so some of you may have been around since my previous video when I actually did this on my Fiesta. Literally, all it is I will show you right now. These little, oh, if I can get them out this way. Yeah, we'll get them out there. Got a spider or something on my head, cobweb. Literally, right, if I can show you, right here, it is just basically PVC trimming. The profile is 95mm, which is the thickness, and then each sheet is 2.5 meters long, which is plenty enough for most cars unless you're doing this on a limo. Literally, that is all I got. It is thick all the way through. If it focuses, I doubt it's going to focus. No, it's not going to focus on that. But it is thick with PVC all the way through. I'm just going to start off with cutting it to the length of the side of the car, which I can only imagine is going to be about 1.5 meters. Maybe not even 1.5 meters. I don't know whether I'm going to have to get rid of them little mud flap things there that you can see, and I might end up getting rid of the mud flaps off the front. Don't know how it's going to go, but that's how I'm going to start this video. I'm going to cut them to length, and then we'll get on with the rest. Alright guys, so you didn't actually just see me cut them to length. Basically what I've done is I think I'm going to keep the front mud flap and I'm going to line this up with the back of the mud flap, so we're about there, and now I can fit the whole piece underneath the car and I can actually measure like straight down from here, and I'm going to have to get rid of this little mud flap here. Doesn't matter because that scrapes away anyway. But yeah, now you're going to see me cut it to the actual length, or you might not see me. I might just tell you and I might just do it just to save some time. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut that to length now, and then we'll get on with the next step, which is going to be refitting spacers, because I had to take my back spacers off because they rubbed and it wouldn't pass an MOT like that. So they're off. I'm going to swap some spacers around so it doesn't scrape at the rear, and then I'm going to hopefully try and make the fitment better at the front. And then we'll get to installing these. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to stop wasting your times. Alright guys, so I will mention before I go any further, the fact that this is costing me more is because this time I actually brought proper plastic paint, whereas last time I just brought one can of black paint that wasn't lacquer or anything like that, whereas this stuff is actually meant for plastic. It says plastic bumper paint, but this is sort of like plastic. I'm gonna rough it up anyway to make it a little bit like obviously coarse for the paint to stick to. But this is why these cans were like £6 each. So, and well, the bit PVC trimming was like £6, £6 something each, and then the cans were £6 something. So yeah, it all comes to just 25 quid, just a little over 25 quid I think it came to. But yeah, so that's why it costs a little bit more than last time, because I'm actually using the proper paint. Alright, so guys, quick little update. I've decided to run the 25mm on the front, and then, no, wait, 25mm on the back, 30mm on the front, because it spaces the wheel out alright. So yeah, we're doing that. I'm going to now start with the process of doing the side skirts. I didn't want to talk too much about the wheels because it was just something that was niggly and it didn't really need to be recorded. So we're going to start with the side skirts now. What I am going to do is rough them up. I'm going to scuff them up real good, and then I'm going to spray them both, and then I'm going to cut them to shape, because I thought... Alright guys, so I've changed my mind again. I'm actually going to cut it to size and make sure it fits up against the frame before I spray it, because I was thinking about the ends. I'm going to have to trim one of the ends, so it's going to have a white end, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to just make sure it fits before, and then I'm going to spray it, and then we're going to drill it. So right now I'm going to sit up against the car, make sure I've got the right length, cut that little bit of flappy bit off down here, sit it up how far I want it, trim it, and then sand it and spray it. So let's get to doing that right about now. Proper squished me nail. Alright, so you're balancing on a box at the minute, but I'm now going to scuff it up with the sandpaper and get ready to spray it. Right, so you guys are in my way now. I'll get back to you in a second. Hopefully it keeps my focus, but I'm now going to just give it a quick little wipe and then spray it. Right, last coat. Alright guys, so we've done 3 coats. It's not going to always look perfect. I mean, you can see in the sun here, or in the light, that you can see the lines where I sprayed it. But in person, you're never going to see that. And you're only ever going to see this much of it. Because remember, all this is going to be hidden under the bumper. I'm going to stick some double-sided tape to it, and then I'm going to self-tapper it. But I'm only ever going to see this bit. So it's that bit that you're going to see, which is the bit that I tried my best on to make it look as smooth as possible. Which, if my gimbal catches up with itself, I'm happy with. In this light right here, it doesn't look too good, but the front edge that I said about is looking good. So I'm going to get that on the car. I'm now going to mock it up, double side it, mock it up one end, double side the other end, stick at the other end, and then I'm going to put some double tape in the middle, double sided tape in the middle, and then we're going to self tapper it as well. So I'm going to get to doing that right about now. So guys, this has got to be the best part. To be honest, I don't really like the painting part. If I could buy these in this sort of black that doesn't look tacky, I would have. But this is definitely the best part. Seeing it on, I mean, it might stick out a little bit too much at the front, but as far as like uniform goes, and then it coming in, it just joins up with this back bumper, like the back part of the side skirt so well. Oh, I might have to trim that little corner off there. Oh, you can't see it. It comes off here. So I might have to trim that off because of the wheel. But other than that, that is sitting bloody good. And I can't actually wait to get the rest of the self-tappers in and get it on the floor. And do the other side. That looks good. Looks real goddamn good. Anyway, I'm going to put the rest of the self-tappers in, make sure it's sitting flat, and then I'm gonna put the wheels on and drop it on the floor, and I will get back to you once that is done. I will actually also just show you before I do anything, the part that I lined it up with. You can see here, I lined it up with a jacking point at the front here and at the back there. So yeah, and I didn't spray underneath because what the hell, there's no need for that. One little self-tapper, and then there's going to be loads of little self-tappers. But yeah, that looks good. God, it looks good. God, it looks good. God, it looks good. Right, so I wanted to show you guys this before I started jacking the other side up and started doing it. But it's all on the floor now, and this is how the front wheel sits. So as you can see, it sits pretty goddamn flush. Looks even better with that side skirt that we just did. I'm so happy with the way that looks. It just needs something on the front, which I've got something in mind. I've been keeping an eye on them. They went down in price. Should have bought them, but now they've gone back up in price, so I'm waiting again. But the back wheel fitment is what you've all been waiting for. It doesn't fit as nice as the front, but it looks okay because in this stance, it's not going to scrape. And it sits so much, like, it feels like it sits aggressive. Like, admittedly, this back wheel does need to come out towards the arch a bit, but it sort of goes with the body lines, if you know what I mean. And it looks bloody good compared to this side. Whereas if I show you the front wheel here, so you can obviously tell the difference, it sort of sits in a bit with the tyre, and then no side skirt, and then that rear one, wait, can we see the wheel yet? Oh, there it is. It sits, I don't know why it sits so far in. It's so weird. It like sits so goddamn far in. But anyway, I'm not going to get this side up in the air. We're going to crack on with this side skirt. I'm not going to show you all the spray painting and sanding and stuff. I'm just going to get on with that, and then I'm going to fit it because it's exactly the same as the other side, just reflected basically. No, didn't need to cut it around the jacking points, nothing. Just literally cut it to length where I want it to be, spray it, put it on. Now, I'm going to do that. I will be back in a minute. Oh, and I'm also going to swap the spacers. So 25s going on the back, 30mm spacer, which is down there, is going on the front. So I'm going to get on with that, and then we'll go from there. So guys, I haven't filmed in a little while. I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. The last side skirt over there, done. I'm just waiting for it to dry for a little bit longer, and then it's literally just a case of putting that on. I believe I did film putting the other side on. I can't remember. Literally, so much has gone on between this clip and the last clip, but I think I've already showed you this. I will update you on the cans. Literally, that's still a brand new can right here, not even used. I've only used one can on both side skirts, but that can was like completely bone dry. I don't even know where I put it. I think I might, yeah, I chucked it in the bin. But yeah, that was bone dry, so. Anyway, I'm going to get to putting that on the car, and then we can lower it, and then we can figure out if the front has got to be lowered a little bit more, and I'll probably do that at another point. For now, I just want to test it, make sure the rear wheels don't scrape with the 25mm on, but other than that, let's do this. Alright guys, so she's back at her workshop. Oh, she's looking good. Definitely got to do something with that front bumper, trust me. I told you already, I'm keeping an eye on it. But, oh. Them splitters are looking good. And the wheel fitment on the back is looking pretty decent too. Just that front still needs dropping. Why? Why can't it just lower itself? God, I fit coilovers, I fit springs, and this bloody thing just don't want to go any lower at the front. I mean, I have got some adjustability on the front, but we'll see. We shall seize. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you did enjoy. I hope it helped you out a lot. I know a lot of people watched my last video on doing these side skirts, so hopefully a lot of you guys will be able to obviously do something with your car in this same way. Like I said, this isn't dedicated to BMW or Fiesta. This can be done with any car you want, as long as there's not some stupid thing in the way, which I very much doubt there is, other than maybe jacking points. But I managed to get around it with this, and these got some little blocks that sit there, so I'm sure you can sort yourself out. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to put a list in the description of the bits and bobs I use, even though I showed them in the video. Just some people read the description. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. But nonetheless, I appreciate if you watched to this point. Make sure you comment below W12 or something like that. And I will see you in my next video. Make sure to subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next one.